LLMs are climbing the wrong hills. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. So Alpha Arena, which we talked about, I think in the last stream, is an arena where language models can compete against each other in trading. There's also a prediction market equivalent of this. But the reason why I wanted to call out this tweet is it's a long form post around how you can actually train and fine tune language models to be better at, trading. And one of the things that they called out here is like, we have all these benchmarks for coding. We have benchmarks for like multilingual like reasoning and a few other things. But what we don't have is, what if this is actually the better benchmark to have, is to have a language model operate under uncertainty? The context for this is around like stock trading, but you could say the same thing for prediction markets. And it just got me thinking it'd be really cool if we like fine tune our own models here on the pod, or did some prompt engineering to see what it would look like to have a language model trade for us. It's really hard to focus on all these markets because there's so many of them. You only have so much time in the day. Why not unleash a little robot there? But yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it, Josiah.
I think my take would be that there's a lot of commentary right now of like, if AI takes everyone's jobs, or certainly information workers' jobs, what then do we do? And I almost think that, especially some of the markets we've looked at, some of the nuance in how they resolve, some of the extenuating circumstances, like, a prediction market traders should have observed that there was some drama around botted Spotify listens. They should have then, there should have been some distribution in your head for the likelihood that Spotify adjusts the public numbers based on bots. And then, there was public information about, Drake's record label or whatever being wrapped up in some of the botted listens things, which is all to say, it feels like a black swan event that, all of a sudden, Drake is pulled from the number 3 slot, even though publicly available data would imply that he would be number 3 because of, this extenuating event of like, we're going to filter out botted listens. But that's part of the game. Like, that's part of trading in these markets. And that feels like the kind of thing an AI can't do super well. It feels very uniquely human to be able to take all the nuance together. I think it'll be a very long time before, an AI can excel at this the way a human can, to observe, what's happening with all of the Google Trends things, or what are the extenuating circumstances around the TSA passenger travel, and will Zelensky wear a suit? Like, there's a lot of soft knowledge that has to kind of be crystallized. And I don't know, it feels like we have the edge there. And so it'd be cool for it to be a benchmark. Like, maybe this is really humanity's last exam, right? Is how good is it at predicting? But it also feels like we finally, or maybe not finally, but we now have this thing that humans can compete at that is not a solved game, right? Like, okay, the computers have us at, you're muted, by the way, Matt. The computers have us at chess. They have us at AlphaGo. I think we're very close to them having us at poker. You would know. Do they have us at poker? They might have us at poker.
I think it like heads up, it's pretty decent, but not like a full ring game now.
Will they be better than the best prediction market traders? I go back to Domer observing that Pence had a 1-syllable name and that Trump has a sort of affinity for marketing and had previously selected a vice presidential candidate with a 1-syllable name, and him building that into his mental model and using that for predictive edge and predicting that JD Vance would be selected in 2020 as Trump's running mate is like, good luck to the LLMs.
It's right? Impressive. Yeah. Maybe Grok could do it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, totally get it. Any other topics that you got?
Well, can we check on that? Can we check on the prediction market AI trade?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Last week, a experiment someone has set up, I think it's called N of 1, where they've basically, given API access to all of the different leading LLMs. Grok is in there. I think Qwen is maybe in there. Certainly Claude is in there. ChatGPT is in there. Gemini is in there, and has them trading in real prediction markets, a portfolio, if you will. And it's a competition, over time to see how these things do. I think when we looked at this last week, they were almost all losing abysmally. They were all in the red.
Yeah. And also the N of 1, that's the one that's trading on actual like stock market stuff. This is by Semantic Layer, and it's called the 42 Profit Arena. So let me share my screen with this here. Oh, also share system audio so you can hear some of the chill vibe music that goes on here. You can hear me clicking around.
Yeah.
They're all bad. DeepSeek's down 10%. That's the best performing model right now. Gemini is just yeeting their money.
Let's look at Gemini's trades.
Let's look at Gemini's trades. Will DraftKings launch prediction market in 2025? Yes. Good trade. Down.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think they've launched. We talked about that market.
They've not launched, I don't think, but they have a yes. This bot has a yes position on it. It sounds like if you counter trade these models, you might actually be in a good space.
Yeah, I mean, no joke. What's their other big one? No change for Fed interest rates after January 2026 meeting. So that's not the cut this month. That's the next cut. And they're saying no cut.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a way to look at the LLM's reasoning for the trades that they were
Yeah,
doing?
right here on the right-hand side. So we could see GPT, no change in the Fed interest rate after they bought. So ChatGPT is the counterparty to Gemini here. Let's see its reasoning.
They're trading against each other. That's so
Yeah.
It's okay. I think I said this when we looked at this experiment last week, but like we literally live in like a Black Mirror episode. Okay. There are 5, somewhat generally intelligent AIs trading in prediction markets. Like both these things are so new. It's just a wild time.
Yeah, it's nuts. I think they were each given $10,000 and they are burning it. So what you can do if you want to earn some beer money, maybe not financial advice, but check out what they're trading here and just trade against them.
Just trying to trade them. Yeah, maybe.
You can
Look,
destroy
one of them traded. Okay, Grok traded no for Will Bianca's and Story ranking Google's top most searched people of 2025.
Oh, we need to see this.
The market will rank implies 67% probability. This seems significantly overpriced.
Grok might actually have some insight on this, given that I think they are trained on X data, right?
Right. You would think that Grok would actually outperform, given that it has access to X. But okay, I think we actually looked at this last week. Like, it hasn't looked at the resolution criteria. Like, it hasn't done what we've done, which is to go to the resolution criteria, understand it, and then look at the data methodology on the Google website and make the observation that the title is misleading. It hasn't even done that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Good luck to the LLMs.